Right now, someone in your life is intimidated by you, and you have no idea. Not because you're loud, not because you're aggressive, but because you carry something most people don't, a personality that doesn't bend. And here's the strange part. The very traits that make you strong are the same traits that make certain people deeply uncomfortable around you. Most people will never tell you this to your face, but after this video, you'll see the signs everywhere. Here are 7 signs you have a strong personality that most people can't handle. 1. You don't need validation from others. While most people spend their lives carefully crafting an image for the world, you simply don't care. You don't post for likes, you don't change your opinion because the room disagrees, and when someone criticizes you, it doesn't ruin your week. Psychologists call this an internal locus of control. It means your sense of worth comes from inside, not from the applause of others. Research from the Journal of Personality shows that people with a strong internal locus of control are more resilient, more decisive, and less anxious. But here's the shadow side. People who need constant validation feel threatened by you. Your quiet confidence holds up a mirror to their insecurity, and instead of admiring you, they often resent you for it. 2. You speak your mind even when it's uncomfortable. You've sat in rooms where everyone was thinking the same thing, but nobody had the courage to say it, except you. You said it, and maybe the room went quiet. Maybe someone laughed nervously, but you said what needed to be said. Studies in organizational psychology show that people who speak up, even when it's risky, are perceived as more competent and trustworthy over time. But in the short term, they often face resistance, because honesty disrupts the comfortable illusion most people prefer. The truth is, strong personalities don't speak up to cause trouble, they speak up because staying silent feels like lying, and that kind of honesty is rare, uncomfortable, and magnetic. 3. You don't tolerate excuses. When someone tells you they couldn't do something, your first instinct is to ask why, not to be cruel, but because you genuinely believe people are more capable than they think. You hold yourself to a high standard, and naturally, you expect the same from others. But here's what most people don't realize. This trait can be isolating. People start avoiding you because you see through their excuses. They call you intense or difficult. But the truth is, you're not difficult. You just refuse to participate in the comfortable lie that mediocrity is acceptable. And hey, if this is making you see yourself in a new way, hit subscribe. We break down the psychology behind human behavior every single week. 4. You're not afraid of being alone. Most people fear solitude. They fill every silence with noise, every evening with plans, every moment with distraction. But you're comfortable sitting with yourself. You actually enjoy it. Research from the University of Buffalo found that people who choose solitude, not out of fear, but out of preference, tend to be more creative and emotionally stable. They use alone time to recharge, reflect, and grow. The uncomfortable truth is, society treats loners with suspicion, but strong personalities know something most people don't. If you can't be at peace alone, you'll never be at peace with anyone else. 5. You set boundaries without guilt. You've said no and meant it. You've walked away from people who drained you. You've ended conversations that crossed a line, and you did it without apologizing, without explaining, without second-guessing yourself for days afterward. Psychologists describe healthy boundary setting as one of the strongest predictors of long-term mental health, yet most people struggle with it because they've been taught that saying no makes them selfish.
But here's what separates a strong personality from everyone else. You understand that protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's survival. And the people who get angry when you set boundaries are usually the ones who benefited from you having none. 6. You lead without asking for permission. You've noticed this your whole life. In group projects, in meetings, in social situations, people naturally look to you. Not because you demanded attention, but because you radiated certainty when everyone else was hesitating. Studies on emergent leadership show that dominant personalities who combine confidence with competence are almost always chosen as informal leaders, even without any official title. People follow certainty, and you carry it naturally. But there's a shadow side here, too. Some people see your natural leadership as a threat. They assume you're trying to control them, when in reality, you're just filling the vacuum that their hesitation creates. 7. You don't fear conflict. While most people run from disagreement, you walk toward it. Not because you enjoy fighting, but because you know that avoiding conflict only makes things worse. You'd rather have a hard conversation now than let resentment build for months. Research in conflict resolution psychology shows that people who engage in constructive conflict actually have stronger, healthier relationships. Avoidance, on the other hand, is one of the top predictors of relationship breakdown. The irony is, people often call you confrontational, but the truth is the opposite. You're the one trying to fix things. You're the one brave enough to address what everyone else pretends doesn't exist. Here's what all of this comes down to. Having a strong personality doesn't mean you're perfect. It doesn't mean you're always right. It means you've decided to live on your own terms, even when the world pressures you to shrink. Most people won't understand you. Some will admire you from a distance. A few will resent you. But the ones who truly matter, the ones who are strong enough themselves, will respect you for it. So the next time someone tells you you're too much, remember this: you're not too much. They're just not enough.